Hey, Gav, when we were in that office together during the SBI, I told you a story that I had neglected to tell on the podcast because I thought it was too gross. And you told me you didn't think it was too gross and that I should tell that story.
Oh, God.
I don't think it's grosser than Andrew eating a bathroom floor cupcake.
I guess
That was a
true.
low, though. That's like
That was a low?
That was the low.
Well, this is a low for me, too. The reason I ask is because I have an update to that story.
Oh,
So I'm wondering if I
yes.
should tell it or not. A while back, this summer, before SBI, we were filming, I don't remember, I think it was in June. I was doing a lot of swimming. This is personally embarrassing. And I don't know why, because it's totally fine. But I was doing a lot of swimming, and I started to get like some dry, scratchy skin on my thigh, like right next to my balls. And I thought it was just, I thought like maybe I'm using the blow dryer too much when I get out of the dryer or something. I don't know what it is. But it just started to get like more and more irritated. And then one morning I woke up and it had spread. And it was like all down my thigh. And it was like kind of up on the front above like my dick shelf kind of area. And it was getting like really painful to touch. And I was like, what the fuck? And so I was embarrassed and I showed Emily and she was like, oh, you probably got like Jock Itch or something. And I was like, I can't have that. I've never had that in my entire life. Even in 5 years in the Army, I never got Jock Itch. That's disgusting. How does one even get that? What is Jock Itch? And also, yes, I'm no jock. I mean, yeah, I can swing a baseball bat, and so I thought, well, I spent a couple days just putting like Lotrimin on it. And it kept getting worse to the point where I couldn't, it was painful to wear clothes. And so I went to my doctor and I had to show my doctor my business. And he was like, whoa, you got a hell of a case of Jock Itch, buddy. And I was like, I've never had that before. And he was like, well, he was like, it happens a lot more often than you'd think. It's a normal thing. It's, he goes, if you're outside a lot when it's hot, you're sweating, you know, stuff gets a little musty. It's very easy for it to grow there. Do you swim a lot? And I was like, I swim all the time. I'm jet skiing all the time. I'm in pools, Barton Springs all the time. He's like, you got it. You got it from that. Just like,
Is it like a fungal thing?
Yeah, I guess it's like a fungal thing.
It's like athlete's cock.
It's the same thing as athlete's foot, just on your just another area. I think it's like the exact same fungus.
Oh man.
And so he was like, you know, what you do is like just bring an extra pair of shorts and just change out of the wet ones into dry ones whenever you get out of the water. And then he gave me some prescription medicine that I had to put on it. I was lucky in that my daughter was out of town for like 10 straight days because it got so inflamed and it was so bad that for 9 days I didn't wear shorts or underwear or pants. I walked around, I Andrew Panton I Donald Ducked it just in a T-shirt. I wore a T-shirt and socks only. I didn't leave the house for 9 days as I beat down this horrible Jock Itch. And I brought it up to Gavin. I was like, and I think this is probably too gross to tell, but I did record 3 episodes of Face during it. Like completely naked, sitting in the chair, like with a Jock Itch medicine cream all over my legs, just in agony. We recorded an episode 1 week, and then we recorded a twofer the next week. And the entire time, I was just like flaming hot Jock Itch, just in agonizing pain. Anyway, and then eventually, they said it would go away. It went away. And when I got the prescription from it's the worst Cheetos flavor, Nick said. Flaming hot Jock Itch. When I got the prescription from the pharmacy, the pharmacist goes, you're going to need more than this. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, they didn't prescribe you enough. This stuff is persistent. And I was like, okay, pharmacist, whatever. The doctor fucking told me this would be enough. And I bring that up because, you know, this all got beaten back in like by mid-July. It was gone. I was totally fine. And
Oh, no.
guess who woke up with Jock Itch this morning?
Oh, no.
It's back and it's angrier than ever.
So the trilogy of face episodes where you've got Knob Out, Knob Rot is now a quadrilogy. There's now a 4th episode. Is your cock out right now?
No, I'm wearing shorts. It's not like so bad I can't wear clothes. But I already had to call in the prescription on. As soon as we're done here, I got to go to CVS and get more Jock Itch stuff. I can't fucking believe it. And I'm gonna tell the story because A, Gavin said that it's not too gross to tell,
No,
and B,
not
because
at
I
all.
want to raise awareness for Jock Itch. It's a terrible tragedy that befalls upon people all over the world, and it doesn't mean that they're gross people. It may just mean that they like to swim a lot, and it's 110 degrees in Texas all the time. So stop Jock Itch shaming.
Who is
I've
shaming?
never even heard of it. No, it's a thing.
I'm aware of it.
It sucks so bad.
Knob out, knob rot. This is stuck in my head, Gavin. Said, I can't.
He's got knob rot.
No, my knob is
rot.
fine. It's not on my knob. It's just on my thighs
Sure.
and the area around the knob.
The worst iteration of Fraggle Rock. Knob rot.
The worst part about this is that I got the Jock Itch 3 weeks before my vasectomy. And so it cleared up. Like, it cleared up. I was sweating it because I didn't want to, like, not be able to get my vasectomy. So it cleared up, like, the week of the vasectomy, and then I got my vasectomy. So I basically haven't been able to sexually use my stuff in like, it was, like, over a month. Because I had, like, Jock Itch right into vasectomy recovery. And then now that I'm finally feeling better, you know, I'm 2.5 weeks past the vasectomy, the Jock Itch just, like... Hello? Hello, Jeff Stice? I'm back!
The second it clears up, they're straight in there with a scalpel.
I'm going to have like
horrendous period.
3 months of an unusable crotch. It just sucks. Just fucking sucks.
How do I avoid it? I'm worried about this.
Yeah, it's
I don't know,
like
dude.
humidity,
I don't
right?
know.
Like
Use
being in
Gold Bond
fresh
powder, right? Like powdering
Yeah, only
balls all the time, I guess.
talc.
Talcum
Does
powder.
it
Although,
dunk
doesn't that
my
give you
nuts in-
cancer or some shit?
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's like... What doesn't... What does gold... What of them gives you cancer? Talcum powder and cancer. Yeah, see, it's rough.
All right,
knob
that's
rot feels like a thing you'd have to pull out of the operation guy. Just a knob rot section.
Oh, it's the
We can make
worst.
a face operation. You pull out his knob rot and his bad ankle.
You gotta reconnect Andrew's tendon in his ankle. Oh man.
Big long back.
Oh man, do you guys know what today is?
What is today?
Today is, well, I'll let it. Now, you know what? He's not going to guess anything useful.
Is it the end of the redemption year?
No, I think that happened already.
That happened?
This is the final day that I'm of my my bike ride banning because of the vasectomy. Tomorrow, as of tomorrow, I can ride my bike again.
That's exciting.
And how's your scrot rot?
The Jock Itch is under control. Yeah, I mean, it's still there. It's still discolored, but they say that that's normal and it'll still be there for up to 8 weeks. But I'm taking the pills. I'm like a week into like 2 weeks of antibiotics or whatever, and they gave me a much bigger tube of cream, and so I'm in no pain. But I'm still daily applying Jock Itch cream and taking a Jock Itch pill every day. So I'm still just focused on dick health. Dick area health every day of my life, as I have been for what seems like 6 weeks straight. Yeah, so this will be more than 6 weeks straight now.
I can't, and you've never had this issue before, and now it's just it's part of your life. This is,
and
your
it's
future.
like it perfectly framed my vasectomy. I got it 2 weeks before. It went away for the vasectomy. As soon as the vasectomy started to wean off the vasectomy, it came back. Yeah.
Is it one of those things where once you get it, you're more prone to getting it again later? Or is
I don't
it
think
just
so.
like
I think it
you
just
had a terrible run?
I think I just had a bad run, and I think it didn't totally go away, you know?
Ah,
and I remember, like, the dude, the pharmacist, I think I said this last time, the pharmacist did tell me when I got my pills and stuff, he was like, you might need more than this. These things are persistent. And I was like, shut up, dude. So I'll be apologizing to him if I see him again.
So is it just mainly around the front? Like it didn't work its way behind? You didn't get like athletes?
Like in the
Awesome.
athlete's anus?
Yeah.
No. It's just like on my thigh, my right thigh.
Ugh.
And then up a little bit, kind of like where the waistband would go around your pants, kind of like in 2 spots. Like, yeah. Up there as well.
So just in like sweat-locked areas.
I guess so, yeah. I'm actually wondering, because I had been not wearing my bog standard swim trunks this year, you know, the ones that I had like 8 pairs of that I was just only wearing. I decided to mix it up a little bit this year, so I've been wearing a bunch of different shorts. And I'm wondering if maybe I just am disagreeing with a fabric, but clearly it's the Jock Itch, so it's probably not it.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not spreading. It sounds like
not
there's
anymore.
a cutoff. Yeah. You've hit a cap of it.
I think I'm on the back 9. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, so today I decided to go. All I had really prepped for you guys was that, and because I felt bad about not having the fruit gloves, and so I decided to go for a bike ride because sometimes that inspires stories. And I thought like maybe I would like take you guys along on a journey, on a story with me if I could find some interesting narrative. And it's my balls are fine now, so I can ride my bike again finally. I haven't been because it's been raining, but I was very excited to get out on the new bike. It's fucking awesome, first of all. It's just fucking awesome. Like, I cannot say enough good things about this bike. I'm in love with it. I would marry it if I could. It's like the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I've completely got it figured out now. It's so fucking fast, which is a part of the problem. I took a photo of how pretty Austin is. And this is the kind of the story I stumbled upon. I took a photo of kind of how pretty Austin is. Not the best photo of how pretty Austin is, but it's just a photo. Here it is. I'll show you guys. For the audience at home, it's just a picture of Town Lake. You can see some of the buildings in the background. There's sun. There's clouds. I'm clearly on like the hike and bike trail. Nick loves it down there, as do I. From this photo, can you guys tell what's wrong with Austin?
What's wrong with Austin?
Is it like the weird layer of scum that's on the lake at the moment?
Let's get a little closer. I'm going to zero in on an area. This photo is not too powerful. It's the same fucking photo as all the other photos. How's that possible? All right, let me see if I can skip that one and do a different one. Okay, so here's a photo. Zoomed in a little bit.
Oh.
And
Jesus.
We're not done.
Oh my God.
Here is
holy shit.
The next. I'm just gonna go with the next 4.
It's garbage, it looks like.
Everybody likes to come to Austin and have their bachelor parties and their bachelorette parties and have their awesome weekends. And everybody loves to go like paddleboarding or kayaking or canoeing on Lake Austin. I'm here. This is a public service announcement to everybody who wants to visit Austin. Stay off the fucking water, dude. It is gross. It is disgusting. Look at that last photo with the big gulp. It looks like you could walk on that water. Like, that's like
I've
a
never
permeable
seen it like
layer.
that.
Well, we just had a lot of rain, so it's worse than usual. But I can tell you, because I ride my bike all the time, it's been like this for at least a year. And here's here's where it gets what really sucks. Look at these. I rolled up on these dudes, and I'm like, oh, check it out. Here's
It's like down by where all the turtles sit, is it?
Well, it's funny you should say that. Here's the next photo. Here's a bunch of turtles. You see this photo of the turtles hanging out on the log? They're like, I watched those turtles for about 10 minutes, and I could hear their conversation. The guy on the right's like, hey, man, you jump in. And the guy left's like, fuck you, I'm not going in, you go in. And he's like, I'm not going in. I went in first last time. The turtles are daring each other to get in the water, and nobody's brave enough to do it because they fucking know. Then, next to the turtles, I saw these fucking guys. Ducks. The ducks won't go in the water. They're having the same conversation as the turtles. You go in. Dude, I am not fucking setting foot in that because you're scared. I'm not scared. You go in. I'm not going in. I went in for, I'm telling you, dude. Then
you're making us look like dicks in front of the turtles.
You're making us look like dicks in front of the turtles. Then, this is the ultimate photo right here, huh? A little bit down, I found, here's a log where the turtles and the ducks are daring each other. Nobody wants in this fucking water because it is gross. And this is why I bring this up. I was horrified, and I thought it was just fucking the grossest thing I've ever seen. And everybody talks about how beautiful Austin is. This weekend, actually tomorrow, for every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Austin, I guarantee you, Town Lake is gonna look like this in 24 hours. That's a picture. If you haven't seen it at home, it's called Party Island. It's where all the stand-up paddle boards get together, and they build a little island where they all drink and enjoy the sun and get fucked up and smoke weed and stuff.
That does not look fun.
If for the audience who may not be looking, it's got to be, I'm guessing, 500 paddle boards and canoes all sandwiched together on the same body of water, where all those ducks where the ducks, the birds, and the fucking turtles are too scared to go in. Every fucking day I read. By the way, also, The Austin water is so gross right now. Dogs aren't supposed to go in it. There's toxic algae that will kill dogs. Every day when I ride my bike, I see assholes throwing their fucking balls in the water for the golden retrievers. These people are killing their dogs. It's driving me nuts. And also, that toxic algae, there's another kind of algae that if you touch it, it gives you your entire body a rash. And all these people are reporting on Reddit and on Instagram. They're like, what's happening to me? I broke out in a rash. I don't know. After I went paddleboarding. Stay out of that fucking water, dude. It is hideous. It is gross. That's my public service announcement to anybody who wants to visit Austin and get on a stand-up paddleboard or rent a canoe because you think Town Lake is cool. It was at some point, but it hasn't been in a long time. It is a toxic wasteland.
Do you think maybe you got Jock Itch from a
I
jet
was about
ski
to say.
Dude, maybe I did. That's a great fucking point.
I don't think that that's a. I'm surprised you haven't made that connection.
I did it until just now.
One turtle got
some
Jock
water-
Itch, Jeff, and the entire animal kingdom refuses to get in. I think
Dude,
it's all
I'm
connected.
Still reeling from Jock Itch. I mean, my Jock Itch would have come from the other side of the dam. Well, Barton Springs. God damn it. Yeah, well, fucking learn from my mistakes. Keep your genitals away from Austin water.
You just gave a public service announcement for yourself without realizing you're the person who did it.
Yes.
Because
that's how
if
dire
there's
the
anything-
situation is.
If there's anything that funnels splashes of water down the side of your thighs towards your groin, it's a jet ski. That's the ultimate. It's the ultimate scrot rot splash device.
You did
No, you're
all
totally
of that
right.
to warn people not to do the thing that you did.
Yeah,
That you
learn
deal
from
with
my
the
mistakes.
consequences.
For fuck's sake.
Dude, that is disgusting. I would
Yeah,
have rent
it's
a
terrible.
boat with like a net and try and get some of that up. Like a face river cleanup.
Oh
I
no,
mean,
that'd be
yeah.
you would. There's
And-
no way you could do that. You would
and
vomit
there's-
so fast.
Yeah, there's not enough trash cans on Earth, dude. It's and I recognize that we just had a major rain and it's dumping a lot of trash into the water, but I promise you it looked like that last week too. It's not.
Yeah, I've been noticing that recently, just going over the bridge, I noticed that sort of trash island further in the middle.
Yeah.
Like it was just floating in the center a few weeks ago.
And I don't know if it's the 500,000 people that moved to Austin in the last 90 days or what, but I'm not trying to be one of those people. But just stay out of the fucking water because it's gross and dangerous, and keep your pets away from it. The ducks don't want anything to do with our water. Your dog shouldn't either.
That's a nice public safety.
Man, can I tell you guys, before we get off the baseball thing, I encountered a little bit of friction with my girlfriend over this for like the first time.
Oh no.
Not bad, but like the other day, or it was actually last night, she was like, what do you got going on the rest of the week? And I was like, oh, I'm getting up and I'm hitting the baseballs tomorrow morning. And she goes, really? And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, you can barely walk. You're just now getting over your bike injury. Before that, it was the Jock Itch and the vasectomy, and then the Jock Itch before that. Like you've been a neutered physical mess for like 3 months, and do you remember how you felt after the last time you hit the baseballs? And I was like, I felt pretty bad. And she was like, you were fucked up for 3 straight weeks. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, and you're gonna do that again tomorrow. And I was like, I guess so. And she's just like, ugh.
How's the rash?
I mean, I think it's.
Oh no, I was hoping it would just be gone. I was
still-
hoping that'd be a win for you.
I'm still taking medicine for it. The infected area is still discolored, but I was told that could last up to like a year without
You
those.
have a
like
stained crotch?
I have like a stained thigh. Yeah, so I'm still putting medicine on it, but it doesn't itch or anything. It hasn't itched in probably a month. It's just I'm
That's
just
great.
following through with the medicine. So I guess it's fine.
Fantastic.
Other than if you look at it, you go like, oh my god, you have a giant birthmark right there that birthed on you when you were 47.
Outside of the mouth, do you have any other issues going on? Are your legs better? Your ankles? What's going on with the overall body?
Yeah, how's the crotch stain?
I think I don't want to jinx myself, but I think I've stopped taking Jock Itch medicine.
Great.
I think I'm okay there.
I was on your side at first. Upon thinking about this further, let's calm down for a minute. You're the one that's supposed to be throwing an 80-mile-per-hour fastball. Why don't we figure out how to improve your form first?
Listen,
why are we going to Eric?
No, listen. I'm not fighting. I don't need you to film. I know what I'm doing and how to do it right. I'm fighting Father Time. I am fighting age. I'm me and LeBron, right? Like, it's just every day the Grim Reaper's coming a little bit closer for our abilities, as do I. LeBron's out right now with a groin injury. My groin hasn't been fine for 6 months. Like,
can you imagine if LeBron had a fucking Jock Itch scenario? Like, that was his lower body. It's always a hamstring. You two are not dealing with similar. I guess he had the ankles. That's fair.
Dude, if LeBron had my Jock Itch, he would miss the entire fucking season.
Or he would be so uncomfortable he'd play really well.
Yeah. Nobody would want to guard someone with Jock Itch all the way down the leg. You're not getting in there.
Nick said DNP crotch rot. That's great.
And my light being on, and it's a whole thing. The whole situation. I didn't want to disturb people. I had no time for pants. I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt and underwear, and I'm shivering in that video. Extensively. It was terrifying.
Have you spent more or less than 50% of our recording time in your underwear?
More or less? Oh, wait. Let me evaluate this. More time in my underwear or less time?
More than 50%.
More than
Has
way more
most
than
of
50.
face been?
Oh, undeniably more. Absolutely. I like to be comfortable. We went over this.
I mean, Jeff does his swim shorts, right?
Yeah.
Well, not in a long time.
He's moved on.
Not since the Jock Itch.
Yeah, I pretty much since the Jock Itch, I've stopped wearing swim trunks. And dude, by the way,
sad.
I will say Emily got me these fucking. This is not a product endorsement by any stretch, but Emily got me this underwear for Christmas called Sax. Have you guys heard of it? I don't know if it's like
no.
I don't know if it's proprietary to that brand or if like lots of underwear has it, but it has like a little. It's like boxer briefs like I wear. But it has like a little pouch you stick your balls in. And then your balls no longer rub against the side of your leg because they're protected in this little pouch. And I'm going to throw away every pair of underwear I own and replace it with Sax or some other brand. I wouldn't think I would like it either, but it's amazing.
No. Do you think if you put your balls in only the pocket but didn't put your legs through the boxes, you could hold the boxes up?
Like it would? No, I don't think so.
I don't think it works that way.
Okay.
I think you'd have to. You don't really have access to the pocket until your legs are through it.
Have you tried one ball in, one ball out? Have you just tried different approaches to this?
No, but I can't imagine that would be comfortable either. What I need to do in my life is to separate my right ball from my right thigh as much as humanly possible, and the pocket does that.
That's. You know what? Yeah, from the perspective of crotch rot and just wanting things away from your inner thigh, I support this. I understand this better now.
As somebody who had Jock Itch for 6 months straight, it's let me tell you, it's a problem to solve. Oh my god. I didn't even have this listed talking about preferring the pool to the beach. I prefer the pool to hang out by too. The first time, oh my god. The first time Emily and I decided to get in the pool because we'd been beaching it for the first 2 days. We get into the pool. We get into this, like, it's a giant fucking pool that's like 10 pools in one kind of thing, you know, like at a hotel resort. And we get into like this whirlpool area, and like we immediately sit in, lean our backs against the wall, and this group of British and American women come over and they're having a conversation. And I guess the British people, they just met recently, and the British people are just having a conversation, and the American ladies come over, and you know, they're like maybe in their 30s, and I'm not thinking anything of it, except they're very loud. The American lady goes, "This is my friend Kate." I'm making up the name Kate. I don't remember what her name was, but it definitely wasn't Kate. She goes, "This is my friend Kate. She's the one with the yeast infection." And I'm like in a whirlpool with these ladies, right? And then it gets so much worse. Then the British people go, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. You don't have to." And she goes, and Kate goes, "It's okay. I don't mind talking about it. I'm not embarrassed."
This is great.
So Emily and I shot up out of the pool and ran to another pool and jumped back in. And we're like trying to wash the yeast infection off of us. It was so gross. And just not what you want to hear right when somebody gets into a pool a foot from you. And so we're hanging out there for a few minutes, and then Emily goes, "Oh, shit, we left our stuff at the other pool. I'll go back and get it." And she said when she went back and got it, She said they were still talking about it. It'd been 10 solid minutes. And she said they were still talking about it. She's like, I think I got it from, I had a lot of antibiotics. And then, you spend 5 or 6 days in a pool, you're going to get a yeast infection.
You guys are so dumb. These are the smartest people in the world.
Yeah.
They were trying to clear the pool. And I bet
it worked.
When Emily went back over, they were like, ah, shit, she's coming back. Yeah, this pesky old yeast. Can't shift it.
They are the smartest women on earth if that's what they were doing. Because it worked like a charm. We were like fucking shot out of a cannon away from that whirlpool.
Did they react at all when you immediately got up?
No, it's according to plan. They high-fived. I don't know why they were high-fiving, but yeah.
That's incredible. Oh,
I'm going to try that next time. Next time it's a little crowded.
Yeah. What, you're just going to declare that you have a yeast infection?
I don't know. Does that work?
What about, you need a list. You need, like, escalation. Oh, man, I have these contagious warts. Oh, man, the only thing that alleviates all these contagious warts on my ankles
Scratch my
this
warts,
water.
please. I can't reach it.
Oh, man.
This Ebola's been getting me down recently.
When is this Jock Itch going away?
That's it. Yeah, just say you had whatever Jeff has had for like the last 8 months.
6
The
months.
old
Oh,
crotch rot.
God. If Jeff's crotch rot mixed with that lady's yeast infection is the next plague. If those things get together and evolve into super virus, that's how The Last of Us started. That is the zombie apocalypse.
Oh, speaking of, not to change the subject, but Survivor starts soon. I'm very
It
excited.
does, yeah, next week.
Like
Can't
next
wait.
week. I read an article recently. Well, Emily read it and showed it to me, but from a woman who was on Survivor like many, many years ago. And they were asking, like, what things don't they tell you about Survivor? And in that article, she said that every single person on Survivor has diarrhea the entire time. Like, the entire show, constant, violent diarrhea. And also, every dude has Jock Itch the entire time. Just brutal, painful Jock Itch.
It's horrendous.
They don't cover that on TV, but apparently it's a fucking nightmare.
And then I think it becomes worse the different environments they filmed in. Like they all film in Fiji now, I think, but like there are other, like when they're in Brazil, I think like rashes were especially bad. They don't really cover that, as you said, but like difference between like fresh water and ocean water as far as being able to clean and whatnot, like just nightmare.
Could I talk to you about the problem I'm having at the moment?
Please.
And I've talked in the Slack about this, but as you know, I'm hounded by slightly weird house problems a lot of the time. I've had my carpet mushrooms and my sink mushrooms, constant battle. And now I've got my slime.
Slime?
I'm in my slime phase, the slime era. What is this?
Oh my god.
What is this shit? Where's this coming from?
That is, you got The Last of Us Season 2 starting in your house, is what you have.
Yeah, I don't want to touch it.
Good.
That
you shouldn't.
Is it slimy? It looks like mold or like fungus.
Yeah,
it's like translucent goo.
You're gonna end up like Stephen King in Creepshow if you touch that. Do not touch that.
Yeah, don't touch the meteor shit.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about this. This is probably one for the audience to help out with. What am I doing with this slime?
Have you tried power washing it? I would try power washing it. That'd be my first phase, I think.
Well, yeah, I could wash it off, but isn't it more interesting to see how big the slime gets?
Well, it is. I'm just, if you wanna.
Oh,
I thought we were looking for solutions.
I didn't realize that's what we were doing with this. Okay, I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I was looking up solutions, what it could possibly be, things to make it go away. I didn't realize that we were in let's see what this thing is, and see how far it can go situation.
When Jeff was in his crotch rot phase, he didn't say, I wonder how far this will go. Let's wait and see.
Well, I don't have slime growing on my balls. I mean, it's not like, I don't think it's that urgent.
What's growing on your
balls? But you don't know what it is. You don't know how urgent it is.